So I must thank Surya Narayana for giving this opportunity. 2009 I took my retirement. So I am not in government service. So what do I do and why did I take my retirement? I am not very old. Don't see this. I took my retirement because I want to talk to children like you. I am not from a city like Hyderabad. I am from a very small village in Kerala. Okay, very small village. Probably all of you may have a house in a much better city than where I am from. I am from a very small village. I studied in a normal Malayalam medium up to 10th class. We don't have 11th and 12th those days. We have pre-degree. They are run by colleges. PDC. Yeah, PDC. Pre-degree courses. So that's called the pre-degree courses. So no 11th and 12th. I'm a scientist retired from Space Department, right? Can you guess how much mark I would have got in 10th class? 52% in 10th class is me. Everybody is 90 above. 11th I failed in all subjects. Except my mother tongue, that's Malayalam. But 12th I passed somehow. Again 52 or 54%, I don't remember. Then many people, my brother was a professor in same college. He was a zoology professor. My another brother was a zoology professor. My brother's wife was a zoology professor. So all of them were educated. I am the youngest. They told me take Malayalam language, BA. Because that's only one very easy to pass, right? Hindi is all very difficult. But I love Hindi. I used to, though I am in Malayalam, I used to go and sit in Hindi classes. Because we can learn that, right? Sanskrit I never learned in my life. Now I am talking to people who are all Sanskrit Pandits, right? I never learned Sanskrit in my life. But then I passed graduation. You are all BA, BCom, right?
BSc.
You are all BCom?
BA and BCom, both.
Let them answer. Okay. BBA? Yeah, when I was a student, there is no BBA. No BBA. Only MBA was there when I passed my masters. First MBA came, then BBA came. And I was a professor of MBA. So I know all your MBA, you can ask me, I can just tell you that. Very simple for me. I taught BBA in the neighboring college. There is a St. Francis College or something, right? I used to teach there in 2009-10, 2 years. I wrote books in BBA, corporate communication and all. I wrote books those times. Emotional intelligence for corporate communications. That's one of my book. Yesterday night also I had a session which was conducted by a mind blower community in America, where I spoke on emotional intelligence. So yesterday's lecture, today morning I posted on YouTube. So you can look at how do you communicate. How do you? Communicate. That's part of your commerce, right? Business, dealings, communication. All that I spoke, and in which you can see when I talk to America people, there are only 3-4 people who are discussing. 2 Americans and 2 Indians. Rest of them are on Facebook. I quoted Bhagavad Gita. Why Bhagavad Gita is quoted? Because one of the best lesson to learn communication is Bhagavad Gita. Not your classes. Though they teach, they only say blah blah blah, right? You don't have questions, right? Yes. Who made Bhagavad Gita? Because of whom Bhagavad Gita is there? All of you will say Sri Krishna, right? Because teachers taught you. Like that. That's totally wrong. Bhagavad Gita is not because of Bhagavan Krishna. It is because of Arjuna. There was no question from Arjuna Bhagavad Gita will not be there. Right? A class is good only when questions are there. But stupid university system today, including me, what am I supposed to do? Give a lecture and then go, right? Which I never do. I want you to see, there was somebody, Aishwarya, who sang prayer here, right? Aishwarya, name is Aishwarya, right? What was the prayer? About whom? Did you look at that sloka word by word, understood it, or you were only hearing it? Be very frank. Only hearing, right? Pashubhi samana. You are an animal. Because every animal will hear, right? Correct or not? What is extra for human being? We can understanding is highest. అది లేకపోతే కూడా ఏముండాలి? Judging, comparing, criticizing, analyzing, all these will happen in human mind. Do you think it is must? Or our Shastra says you should listen and then go? You should ask her, ask Aishwarya, why did you sing that? Because he assigned. That's it. Why did he assign? Did Aishwarya ask, why should I sing a prayer before the program? Tell me. I'll tell you number one mistake. After the prayer, he should not have asked anybody to come and sit here and then again disturb the program. The program starts with a prayer so that everybody's attention is dragged to the podium. We don't ask people, why are you doing it? I may be wrong also. I am just interpreting it now just like that. Nobody told me this. I am giving one example. I want to give a live example. That's what I'm saying. Bharatiya Shastra is the only one which says you should ask questions. Because Tarka Shastram is a great Shastra. One of the best Upanishad is Prashnopanishad. Right? I told I didn't learn all this, right? Then how did I learn this? I did not learn in classrooms. I went behind the people and stayed with them. I was just asking whether you have a place to stay in ashram. If he says yes, I would have been staying there sometime. That's what I do. I go behind the people to learn. And I have been behind the greatest of the greatest knowledgeable persons in India. Swami Rama is a great saint from India. You know what is the title? In a college, professor becomes title, right? Principal becomes head. Vice chancellor in a university. In an ashram, who is the topmost, do you know? In today's scenario. Who is that? Mahamandaleshwar. What is it called? My guru was a Mahamandaleshwar. I don't think in Hyderabad you will see somebody whose guru is a Mahamandaleshwar. It's not that simple. You don't get it. So I am from a Mahamandaleshwar's tradition. And what did I learn? Silence. What did I learn? Silence. But you know what is the most popular word in silence today? Meditation. That is most stupidest thing what people can do. You understood? What is meditation in Sanskrit? Samadhi. Dhyanam is the correct word. But yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyanam. Perfect. Then what you get into is samadhi. What you get into is samadhi. Understood? What is the taste of water? Can you explain to somebody else? No? That is what is samadhi. Can you explain to somebody this is samadhi? No. So what you attain is samadhi. Up to where you go, up to water. And that water is dhyana. That is meditation. But you know what the public people are doing, right? Because, why is it because? Nobody asks question. So Aishwarya should ask, why did you chant Saraswati sloka because Saraswati is the god of education. Who is her husband? What is Brahma's job? Most of the people have a Dr. DR, right? What is that? PhD. What is PhD? Research. You learn, and the highest of learning is PhD. What do you do there? Research. You have to invent something new. Who is the god for that? Not Saraswati. Up to graduation, post-graduation, Saraswati. After that PhD, Brahma. Her husband only is the head of the department. So wherever education is there, research is there. So wherever research is there, education is there. So she sang only Brahma. No, Saraswati. That means she want only education, not research. She don't respect research at all. But what do? I did not pray louder, but I was praying internally. When she was chanting, I was chanting internally. For whom? Brahma. Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavir. Heard this? Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu. Heard this? Which is higher? Brahma is higher or education is higher? Husband is higher or wife is higher? You understood what all you can think about one sloka chanting, one prayer which he created forcefully. Did you ever think like this? Research cannot be there without education. Education cannot be there without research. Got it? What a great combination. Do you have any other religion in the world where husband and wife, education and research? Is it there or not? Not there, right? You go to any temple, immediately the Mahasankalpa will be there. Adi, he knows better to chant. You chant once, it adds value.
You mentioned places, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sri Sela Saitsanya Pradesi, Krishna Godavari Yoga Madhya Pradesi, Samasta Brahmana Devata Harihara Guru Charana Sannidho in this way.
Brahmandhanam Madhye,
Sakala Brahmandhanam Madhye, Aryavarta Dese,
Meroha Dakshine. You understood? Geography. In the whole universe. And then they will say, Vishnu, Adi Vishnu, Adi Narayanasya. Who is Vishnu? God of action. What is Vishnu's job? What is Bhagavad Gita says? Action is important. Only one message. If you don't know Bhagavad Gita, no problem. Only one message. What is that message? Action. When you can do action, when I can come here and give lecture, only if I have education, right? So after Saraswati, after Brahma, what you will get? Action. If you get action, what do you get? Do you give money for me? Yes. Yeah, Lakshmi will come. Understood? So if action has to be there, who has to be there? Lakshmi has to be there. If Lakshmi is there, then only action will come. Are you getting what I am saying? Yes. Is there a big science here? Management science? That's management science. If you want to start any business, 5M is required. Which are the 5 M's? Money, material, mission, man, market. Market is there, only one money is there, right? Do you think you can dump item if people will buy without money having with them? Now tell me who will produce when action? Who can produce? Only those who have money. Who can buy? Only those who have money. Is it a big management principle? Money and action is related. Every business is money and action. Understood? Okay, what do you do after all this? Evening go back. You know which is the best time in your life? What is your best time in life? Is it during bachelor's time? You are all getting a degree called B, right? Starting is B. Either BBA, BCom, BA, BSc. B is common. What is B? Bachelor. What is bachelor means? Not married, huh? That is modern. What is bachelor means? You don't know. How many of you love movies? As soon as you meet your friend, do you discuss about movies? Yes. I have a lot of friends. What do I do is, as soon as I meet somebody, I talk about movie. RRR, wonderful. Not that good. What is that? KG? KG. See what a general knowledge. Response immediately comes. You ask a Sanskrit sloka, here doesn't work. That is because you are all brahmacharis of movie. Okay. You are all brahmacharis of purchases. Go to a mall, you know. Right? So brahmacharya is where your Brahma is moving. Charanam is movement, right? Brahmachari, Brahma is moving. Where is Brahma moving? Where your thoughts are moving. What are you thinking? Poor Vice Chancellor will give you a certificate Brahmachari in commerce. That is BCom. If you pass. What for 3 years your Brahmacharyam was only in commerce. Is it true? I was a Brahmachari in mathematics. BSc mathematics. You ask me anything in mathematics, I passed how many years back? 40 years back. But I can go to a class and take classes without even referring a book. You understood? Whatever I learned in my life, not up to +2, after graduation. Because then I realized bachelor means brahmachari. I should live only in that subject, nothing else. No movie. Up to +2 movie. In 10th and 12th and all, there was no cinema theatre, TV and all. Only cinema theatre. I used to see 40 movies in a month. But then I became graduation, I realized B means bachelor. Therefore, you know what do I do? As soon as the teacher goes out, I will go to the board and then teach what the teacher was teaching for last 1 hour. Assume that after this lecture you have to speak like me. How do you attend this class? I used to attend like that. Not only this mathematics class, maths, physics, statistics, she got bored. And then what do I do? English also. How do I learn English? I was from a Malayalam medium, I don't understand anything. But as I joined bachelor, we had Shakespeare to learn. Macbeth. How do I sit in the class? I translated the whole Macbeth in a Malayalam and then sit here. Look at the teacher. When they say it is by heart for me, teacher has to see the book. It's by heart for me. Will you do that? That is what Bhagavad Gita says. You have to prepare. You can see every chapter starts with a question which starts from the previous chapter's essence. You understood what I am saying? Yes. If you want to ask a question, what you should do? Learn. I used to have sloka classes, Malayalam, there used to be poetry to learn. Teacher will ask, where did I stop last day? He may not remember. So I am sitting because I know he is going to ask. I must chant that last sloka and tell what is the next sloka also to sir. So I by heart all that. And all my teachers who taught me during graduation, even after 40 years, are in contact with me because they love me so much. You understood what is the relation between a teacher and a student? My 9th class teacher also telephones to me even now. My science teacher, my Malayalam teacher, those who are alive, most of them are not there. Right? Do you love that subject, teaching like that? That is why you can see one word, brahmachari. How scientifically it has been put. Hridaya guhara madhye kevalam brahma matram. What is inside your hridaya? Open it. Don't open it. You will see so many boyfriends. Everybody who is on the road, put them inside. And next time look at them whether they are there or not, right? Because you have been filling different useless things. Is it because your brain is not good? Your brain is good. In a movie which you like, one poster somewhere on the roadside when you are moving fast in a bus, one glance is good enough. You will remember which movie, which scene, what dialogue. Your brain is good, right? Because you are a brahmachari in movie. When you open a book, will you, which book is this? Is it my book or not? You don't even remember, right? Huh? Why you don't remember? Because you don't have. All of you are sitting in a class without a text, without a pen, without a paper. All these notes which I took is from my guru. I take it to show you only, not to refer. Whenever I go to my guru, I will have a notebook. I keep on writing. Without writing, learning will not happen. Two qualities, note taking and note making, and asking questions. And you should tell, oh, what I am saying is wrong. When you can say that? When you study earlier as much as you can, so that when you sit in the class, you can question your teachers. So you know, how did I learn? Got it? When I was in MSc Mathematics, I was much better because my MSc head of the department was a Sanskrit scholar. That's where I started getting the grip of mathematics and statistics. He was a Nambudiri. Nambudiri is the priest in Kerala. And he had mathematics, PhD in a big subject called topology, which has got a lot of applications in computer science and all. But his basic interest was Sanskrit and wonderful classes, Kadapayadi number system, all that we used to discuss. And how do I learn? After the class, when he will be waiting in the bus stop, I will go and stand behind him. Because until the bus comes, I can discuss with him. One day the discussion was going on, I couldn't stop. He was getting into bus, I also got into bus. He asked me, where are you going? I said, I don't know. Why are you into the bus? Where are you going? I am coming with you only. Will you ever follow a teacher like this? That's what I did in my life. That's what I did in my life because he was a great knowledgeable person. Got it? I used to ask, where is mathematics? Zero is mathematics. Correct? Who invented zero? You only know that much or much more than that? How many of you have seen Aryabhadiyam? What is Aryabhadiyam talks about? I thought I will speak on scientific heritage. I am not taking maths, physics, chemistry, biology, nothing. Because there are a lot of things I can speak on that. You tell me any subject, I will tell you where is it in. Right? One day I stay in Malkajgiri. How many of you are from Hyderabad? I don't know. It's another earlier municipality. Now it's a district. I don't know. I stayed there, maybe some 10 kilometers away. When I was standing in the bus stop in the morning, sometimes somebody came and then said, where are you going? I said, so and so. I am your student. I said, what did I teach you? You taught me biotechnology. I never learned biotechnology. How can I teach you biotechnology? Because somewhere I referred a sloka in biotechnology in one of the Upanishad. Ena chakshusha anapashyanti ena chakshunchi pashyati. Every cell in your ear, you know little biology, right? Many people know more biology. That's dangerous. So, the little biology which says cell has a life. Correct? And that cell do not have a ear. But that cell in your ear makes you to hear. You understood what I am saying? Me, I do not have any knowledge. But there is a I in I who has a knowledge. You understood what I am saying? That is what Shankara was searching for. You know, who is your most favorite person in the world? I am asking whom? You. Am I asking you, the body, or the you inside you? So, who is the most favorite person in your life for you? Your body. Yes or no? And I am sure most of you will look at the mirror and say, my nose is not good, my hair is not good. I never say this. Only last 30 years, 2 months back, I went to a hair cutting salon. Otherwise, I used to cut myself, I trim myself. For last 30 years, I never went. Last I went because I was acting in a short movie and he wanted the hairstyle of the modern style and all. So I said I cannot do it. Right? Do you love you? Look at the mirror in the morning and say, oh. Do you say this or not? Yesterday somebody came from Medipatnam to see me. He said, hey, you look so slim. I said, come and touch here and you see my power. I will hit you like this. You understood? Do you love your body and say that I am so good? No? Yes or no? Yes. I have got a small poetry book which says, you should love you maximum. You know why? There is a beautiful sloka of how to become a good student in one of the best movies. Anybody heard this in any movies? I will chant the sloka. Then you should tell me, if you give me the answer, I will gift you a book, which is my book, which is my poetry book. Acharyat padam adate padam shishya somedhaya padam sa brahmacharibhya padam kalakramenaja. Anybody heard this? I know. See how courageously I am saying this because I know none of you will know. I used to tell in some colleges, I will give you 6,000 rupees because my pocket had only 6,000. Courageously I say because you heard it, but you don't remember. Now if I tell you the movie, immediately you will say, ah, this I heard. Have you seen 3 Idiots movie? Yes. Have you seen somebody standing on the podium and chanting a sloka, everybody was laughing? And you also laughed inside the same theater without understanding why others are laughing. Acharyat padam adate padam shishya somedaya padam sa brahmacharibhya padam kalakramenaja. That was the sloka, but it was chanted totally wrong. Mixing together. Now you remember, right? Acharyat padam adate. You should learn from Acharya. Who is an Acharya? Yesterday my cousin brother had sent how many varieties of teachers we have. TP Padmanabhan. One of my brother who was my math teacher, but he was a good volleyball player. He came to Hyderabad as a volleyball referee long back. TP Padmanabhan. He had sent me, he keeps sending something. So the other day he was sending me one small script which says how many varieties of teachers we have. Yeah, that says you can have guru, you can have acharya, you can have adhyapaka. So many words are there, right? So who is an acharya? How much knowledge you get when a teacher comes and teaches you in the class normally, average? 50%. You are a great person in this world. Traditionally, if you are an acharya, if I teach mathematics, I must practice mathematics in my life. If I teach commerce, I must be a chartered accountant practicing chartered accountancy. Then I can talk about accountancy. Not a BCom, MCom. They don't practice. If such people, acharyat padamadati, if an acharya teaches, you may get 1/4 knowledge. Padam shishya somedaya. You have to learn 1/4 by yourself. Right? Padam sa brahmacharibhya. With the discussion with the students. See, I keep saying which is the best college which I visited in the world. After the class, when I am in the veranda, if you are discussing the subject which I taught in the class, then this college is very good. As soon as the movie is over, you go out of the cinema theater. Want to discuss about the movie? Yes. Why? Because the movie was interesting. All of us are in the same boat, thinking on same line. Director could take you through that, right? Do you think the director comes in between and say, please listen to the movie? Do you know how many times I call teachers? I taught more than 1 million teachers like this. 1 million. I was director for academic staff college. So I used to be teacher's teacher. At least 2 years. And many colleges, many universities, I keep traveling for teaching teachers. I tell them all teachers are beggars. How courageous I am saying in teachers. Because they keep asking, please listen, please your attention, please. Correct or not? Have you heard this? Did I say any time that? Why? I don't care if you don't attend also. Go. You understood? If you do like that, definitely something will go inside and you feel like talking to your friend. Is it that what he said? Some discussion should happen. Then you go and refer. Again come back and discuss. You see, the method of learning is one sloka in Bharatiya Shastram. How should you learn? Padam Kalaka, 75% is there, good enough. That is why 75% is given distinction. 90% is useless. That means teachers' questions were useless. If somebody is getting 96%, that means teachers did not make any new question. Whatever last year, 2 years back, you copied and you also copied the answer. That's it. 75% you get, good enough. Is it not a great science of teaching? One sloka is good enough. Every knowledge, let it be health science, one sloka. Let it be management. I have a book called Life Made Simple. All of you are on WhatsApp, Facebook and all, right? Go and search DrTPS, that's my name. DR for doctor, TPS is teachers, parents and students. That's the three things which I teach. No, that's my name only. Okay. Short form of my name is TPS, right? But I call it as teachers, parents and students. Okay. Top police service. When I was a scientist, temperature, pressure second. Thermal power station. Now you don't forget the TPS, right? Correct or not? Now you cannot forget DrTPS in your life. Only one class, half an hour is good enough. Why? Because I made you to think in different directions. Your thinking is happening. That's what is essential. Now if you are interested, you can go and search. Is it difficult to learn? No, it's not difficult. You know, reading, writing, arithmetic, memorizing. 4 methods of learning. Anything can be learned in this life. That's how I learned. I don't know Sanskrit, but what did I do? Memorized. What did I memorize? Slokas. Then what do I do? Like a cow, after that to take one word by word and then check what is the meaning. Go and ask somebody else. If you don't get, my wife was a Sanskrit expert. She used to write poetries in Sanskrit. So when I was driving, I will keep on asking questions. So my dictionary was my wife. So you should have questions. If you don't have questions, you don't get it, right? So what is to be done? Whatever you learn, ask questions. Argue. That's why our Shastras are called what? Tarka Shastram. Tarkam is argument. And don't just accept because, oh, he is a professor, whatever he says is no. Yukti yuktam ubadeyam vajanam balakadapi anyatranamavatyajyam apyuktam brahmakadapi. Even Brahma comes and says, if you don't agree, no problem. You can imagine only one religion in which you can ask questions to the God and you say, you don't know, I know much better. You can tell God also. I don't believe you. Do you believe in God? Look, DrTPS believe in God. Then you will see, I don't believe in God at all. I understand God. You understood what I'm saying? Don't believe. What you should do? Understand. Ask question to God. Why are you here? Got it? Yesterday I was with somebody, he's a great knowledgeable Hindu person. He asked me, in what is that, Parvati's locket, why is it here? Is it Parvati's locket is here or here? How does it matter to you here? I know Ravi Verma has drawn Parvati's picture because he has lot of girlfriends in Bombay and most of them are prostitutes and those pictures are Parvati's picture today. Do you know this? Eh? Do you think Parvati had a red sari or white sari? Whether sari was in India during the time or what? Have you ever seen Peter Brook's Mahabharata movie? You don't see anything. Good. Huh? Go Google, YouTube. I have seen it in a theatre, drive-in theatre, 6 hours movie. Originally 8 hours drama. Converted into 6 hours movie. And that Arjuna's girlfriend is a student of mine in Bhagavad Gita now. When I teach in United Nations, she is in Brazil. She attends my classes, Nilaya. You can see in my Facebook, that's why I'm saying the names. Okay. And that movie, if you look at it, this is Arjuna. Because that in all Negro African people are acting as Arjuna, Bhishma. You must see the Bhishma Pitamaha and all, a lean fellow, black. And only one dhoti, half dhoti, no shirt, and lot of vibhuti there. Parashurama, when it comes, you must interpret this is Parashurama, yeah, from the dialogue. Only some fellow in India who was a painter painted them with a lot of ornaments and all. Do you think they had that ornaments? Sankalpa. What is important in Bharatiya Shastram? Sankalpa. Appaya Dikshidhar, there is a beautiful poet. He says, Rupam Rupa Vivarjidasya Bhavado Dhyayena Yat Kalpitam. All is your Sankalpa. No God at all. What is God meant for all of us? To make us creative. Correct? Then don't ask why temple is required. Temple is required because you need an LKG book with a printed picture of a elephant and say, this is elephant, this is elephant, this is elephant. The father, the teacher, everybody knows this is not elephant. But still we will say, this is elephant. So what is important in Bharatiya Shastra? Sankalpa. Is it not your studies are Sankalpa? Have you seen something which people explain to you? No. Have you ever seen a exchange where shareholding happens? No, you have not gone. But you have a Sankalpa. Oh, this is how it is. Because it's there in some movie. Somebody had a Sankalpa. He also must not have seen. Got it? So how creative you are. So the whole purpose of Bharatiya Sankalpa is to make you creative. Make you strong. I've got a book on Nitya Sloka. All my books you can download from my website. It's all free. Okay, because it's not mine. Knowledge is not mine. I only compiled, right? The first sloka is, as soon as you wake up, what you should do? No, what do they do now? They sleep again. Correct or not? You know what time you wake up? 3 hours before sunrise. 100% you will wake up. But you don't get up. Because you are the most laziest people in the world. Correct? But today onwards you are my children. One class, good enough. Not all. One student will come behind, we will make a difference. That's what we do. Got it? So what is that which makes you to be active? No, lectures will help you. How many of you want to wake up early morning tomorrow? Early morning means 3 hours before sunrise and start reading. What do you read? Tomorrow what the teachers are going to teach, everything you will study and come and sit in the class. You tell, let me check whether you are correct or not. Like this. Assume if I tell you the path to go to your class or maybe go to your house, how do you listen? I am learning your house, this is the path and I am explaining you. Then how do you sit? You tell me, let me check whether you are correct or not. You will ask questions, right? Can you ask like this? That's how I used to study. But how do I wake up early morning? Most difficult thing, right? Yes or no? Yes. You want a change? Yes, sir. How many of you really want to get up tomorrow early morning? Half. That also full will not come. Other people don't want, or you are so lazy, you are sleeping. My question you did not understand? I don't think. Only this many. I have a small medicine which will have to be, you have to pay for that. Now half and will go down. Yeah, don't worry. I'll give you a free dose. Drink 3 liters of water before going to bed tonight. It's not my knowledge. It is Bharatiya Shastram. You know what Bharatiya Shastram says? Ardha puradeye dannam. Half of your tummy should be solid food. Tadardham varinam tada. Half of that half should be water. And the rest should be free. Then you will have no problems in your life. But many of you have diseases. Dis-ease. Not in ease. Why? Because some trouble. Why? Every problem starts with your tummy. You take a weighing machine, weigh me now. If it is not between 58 and 62, that weighing machine is not correct. That's my guarantee. Not now, last 35 years. Almost 35, 40 years. No extra weight, no less weight, nor more weight. Perfect. Why? Drink water. Don't eat too much. Mitam bhuktva. Eat little. Shatam japtva. I don't have to do japa because I am lecturing. Every day there are lectures. Last 800 days, not even a single day I left without having a lecture in this world. That may be Philippines, that may be America or Brazil or maybe Uganda or some part of the world, some student will come. Philippines and all, my lecture on management. All of you management students listen to my lectures on HR, human resources, marketing, all those. You look at how many people attend. 990 people must be attending. Almost 1000 is my class strength in Philippines, where they learn management science from DrTPS from Hyderabad. Got it? That's the beauty of online classes. We get, and who is conducting that? American University conducting a program in Philippines. From India I am teaching. Wonderful, right? Got it? So we can, what do I teach there? All philosophy from Indian Shastra only. I may not chant mantra there because they get confused. But all my knowledge, I don't prepare at all. Because all that what I learned once upon a time, took note and wrote now, that's good enough. And what do? I've got all Sanskrit slokas probably. Yeah, somewhere it must be there. I travel a lot, not now, earlier. So when I travel, this is what I have. Open it up. These are all one slokas. How many slokas can be there? So if the train is late, airport, I am sitting idle. That's how I learn. Got it? Because each sloka has great lessons. My book on Life Made Simple. The last sloka is the best management science. What is the management science? Amandram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadam. Ayogya purusho nasti yojakaha tatra durlabha. No letter is bad, no root is bad, no people are bad, but connecting them to the right place in the right time, coordination is very bad, right? So I wrote management. My book on Life Made Simple. I don't have copies. This is my Nitya Sloka book, Life of Love, Life Made Simple, in which the last sloka will be, you can download it. Amandram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadam, ayogya purusho nasti. What does it say? No one is useless. Are you useless or useful? Useless. But teachers will say useless fellow. Yes, I was useless. No, I am useless. I am not useless. I am useless. From today onwards, I am going to use me. Why? Because the first sloka says, raise for birth. Millions of sperm from the father get into the mother's egg and only one sperm take birth, and that's me. How many people did not take birth? Millions. Who are they? My unborn brothers and sisters. I fought with them and got this life. Correct or not? Yes. All of you raise your hands. Take it back and say, well done here. Do you love you or not? Yes, sir. Do you think your nose is good? Yes. Eyes are good? Yes. Yesterday somebody asked, which brush you use? Teeth is very good. My finger was my brush in my childhood. It's the best brush in the world. What a tradition we had. We lost everything. But every knowledge which we had lot of science. Starting from the temple where you go, the priest will chant Ekachame. Ekadashachame, Trayodashachame, Ekadashachame, Trayodashachame, Panchadashachame, Saptadashachame. You know what is he chanting? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Arithmetic progression. One chapter in your mathematics book. Chamaka only. And some God doesn't like arithmetic progression. Next chapter. Ekam cha dasham cha dasham cha shatam cha shatam cha sahasram cha ayudam cha prayudam. Geometric progression. 1, 10, 100, 1000. What is there inside that? Mathematics. Got it? You can see a lot of mathematics in every sloka. Have you seen atoms in your life? I'll show you atom now. Okay, assume that room is dark and there is a projector projecting light. That projector, when you put a hand, you can see small particle moving, right?
Yes.
Have you seen that? Yes. You cannot see smaller than that particle anywhere in the world. Even if it is not a dusty room, it will be there. You take a bucket of water or a glass of water, put a torchlight, you will see particle inside that. And that is same size. What is that? That is 300 atoms. So now have you seen atoms?
Yes.
How many atoms?
And the sloka,
300 atoms.
and the sloka is Jalasurya Barichistam Yasushtum Dushyate Rajaha.
Tasya trimshattamo bhagah paramanu ridhi smradaha. I was searching for the sloka, he said 100. So I got the rest. Not enough. If you divide that into 300 pieces, you got. So have you seen an atom? Yes, because you can imagine. Is there anybody who cannot imagine? No problem. Jnani nam drishti gojaraha. If you have buddhi only, you can imagine. See how the poet is immediately tilting. You understood? So you ask your chemistry students, have you seen atoms? Hey, what a life here. Ask chemistry professor, have you seen atoms? No, you need big microscope. What scope and all you need? Without a scope, our traditional shastras could show atoms. Got it? What a great knowledge. What a great knowledge. 3102 BC, Kali Yuga started. How do you know? You see all the constellations in astrophysics, it will be exactly from the life where Krishna started until the end, February 18th. Two calculations are there. January 23rd, February 18th. July, 2 dates are there. Death and birth. Finished. Ashtami, Rohini. Both the Tithi and star will come together only that time. During that time, that was the time when it came. And still we are celebrating. How many years? 5,000 years. What a great knowledge. Right? But don't worry, you are not in a very good college. Very bad college, right? My family, oh, what a stupid family is mine. If I would have been in the best family, if my college was the best, if my professor were great, I would have become greatest in the world. Don't you say like this?
Yes.
Mahabharata is the answer. You know what Mahabharata says? Your college doesn't matter, teachers doesn't matter, family doesn't matter, but who is sitting beside you matters. Why? Dharmaputra Duryodhana, same family, studied from same professor. Correct? Same family, same professor, same class. One became very good. Who is good? Dharmaputra, Dhritarashtra. Duryodhana, bad fellow. Why? Because Dharmaputra always sit with Krishna. Duryodhana always sit with Shakuni. Where is Shakuni from? Kandahar, Gandhar Naresh. What is Gandhar Naresh? Kandahar. Kandahar is in Afghanistan. So what Mahabharata says? Don't have company with Afghanistan people. Have you ever heard Mahabharata like this? Eh? That is the message. Do you think today somebody will go to Afghanistan and marry somebody? What a stupid blind fellow is this? One king from India, that is why he is called a blind fellow. Not that physically he was blind. He went to Afghanistan to marry Gandhari. But both husband and wife, actually if husband is blind, what the wife should do? Open the eyes. And what that stupid lady did, she also closed her eyes. Karma. Suppose both husband and wife is always in dark, definitely they will produce 100 children. Rama. See the message in Mahabharata, the way you are, to whom you are talking, we can interpret. Is there any science like this, which you can take lessons, many lessons? And then what happened? If both father and mother doesn't look at you, you will have company with any fellow. Therefore you had bad company. And therefore you went wrong. And the most saddest woman in the world is Gandhari. She used to ask, why my son, why can't you be a good boy? Look at your cousin. Don't your father and mother tell you? Yes. Look at your cousin. Gandhari also told like this, you can tell. No. Right? And you know what Duryodhana said? Janami dharmam. Mother, I know what is dharma. Nachame pravarti. I am not able to do it. Janami adharmam. I know what should not be done. Nachame nivritti. I am not able to stop doing it. Kenapi kamena hridistidena yada niyuktosi tatha karomi. My heart, where my Brahma inside me says, this is the way I have to go. Don't you many times in your life, after doing something, you say, oh, I should not have done it. I should not have told this. Don't you say this? Yes. Why? Because you are all Duryodhana at that point of time. You understood? How do you correct? Get company of good people. That's why I said, whose company? Why do you do bad things? Because your company is bad. Suppose you have somebody who always discusses good things around you. You will also become like that. I remember my student whom I was mentioning 10 years back. Next day morning, her papa dropped me in my house. Reason was she was attending Times. Those time CAT training was happening in Times. And she was scoring less than 50 in vocabulary. I said, come to my house, I will teach you vocabulary in one day. One day? That's good enough. You know the trick? How much time it takes to break a big stone? If you don't know the trick, you keep on hitting. If you know the trick, what you will do? You will turn it around and say, yeah, hit here, it will break. That's learning. I don't teach maths, physics, chemistry, biology, any subject, commerce. I teach all these subjects also. I had a program called Shiksha Holiday Program in Malkajgiri. Many students used to come. So what do I teach? Whichever students ask that question, that I will answer. Let that be any subject in the world. I don't care. Is it that possible? Very, very much possible, because when you learn driving, do you learn only driving in that route or any route? When you learn, how do you learn? You learn how to learn. What do you learn? If you know how to learn, any learning becomes easier. Right? All of you are Telugu people or any other language? Anybody other than Telugu here? Mother tongue? Hindi. No, sir. Hindi. Hindi, sir, is not that. Sir is a very bad word. Okay? Sir is a title given by Britishers to India during that time. It was called Sir Isaac Newton, Sir C.V. Raman. And you call every buffalo on the road also Sir, Sir, Sir. What a stupid sir is this? No. Don't. Mahatma Gandhi was against. Nobody calls Mahatma Gandhi Sir. Is it called Mahatma Gandhi or Mahatma Gandhi Sir? Yeah. You don't call Mahatma Gandhi as Sir, but you call every... No, don't. That's a very bad word. Don't use the word Sir at all. I am not Sir. Okay? Hindi. Your mother tongue is Hindi. Anybody else? Any other tongue? So learning technique is what we should learn by learning. So traditionally, no subjects were taught. What was taught? How to learn. How to learn is read, write, arithmetic, and memorize. So you should memorize everything. I have a book on how to become a civil service person. Civil service aspirants book. I clearly say memorizing is important. You don't remember many things. You cannot. A advocate can become advocate only when you remember the law. CRPC, CPC, IPC and all you should remember, right? Every politician also should remember. If you become a collector, if some guest comes from somewhere, he asks a question, you cannot say, let me refer Google, no? You have to immediately give answer. How to write brief notes. Paraphrasing. Best example for paraphrasing is the whole Mahabharata is too big, right? Do you know that there is an Ekasloka in Mahabharata? Ekasloka in Ramayana? Do you know that Ekasloka in Ramayana?
Ekasloka in Ramayana.
Purvam Rama Tapovanadi Gamanam.
Sugriva Sambhashanam. Pashat Ravana Kumbhaka
Karnahananam. I don't want to do that because my mind is going somewhere else. I'll teach you Ekasloka much easier than this. Okay? All of you repeat, okay? Because it's getting recorded. You repeat after me, okay? Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva and Hanuman gathered a great army of monkeys under the leadership of Hanuman, when who was a great warrior. Then they went to the city of Lanka, wherein Sita suffered agony, fought and killed the cruel Ravana, and went back Ayodhya again. Ramayana is over, right? Can you write like this? Then you know paraphrasing. You know? Yesterday I was talking to somebody else, then he said, Sita was a non-vegetarian. No, Sita was never. Then why did Rama went behind a deer? Why? No, that is because she loved deer. Then why did you throw an arrow? Whomever you love, immediately you throw arrow. That was for eating meat only. So don't look at the people, but look at the messages behind them. Got it? There are a lot of messages in each of us. We can take a lot of lessons from that. Okay? I can go on and on, but I don't think I need to. If you have any specific questions on any thing. Purvam Rama Tapovanaadigananam Hatva Mrgam Kanjanam Sita. That is why I remember. Vaidehi Haranam Jatayu Maranam Sugriva Sambhashanam Bali Nigrahanam Samudrataranam Langa Puri Dahanam Paschat Ravana Kumbha Karnahananam Edathi Ramayanam. Can you imagine a big story put in 4 slokas? This is called paraphrasing. Even today in every competitive exam, they will give a big paragraph and then ask you to write short. They will ask you to write the gist. They will ask you to give a title. What a great nation. Bharatam. Bhava Raga Talam. Everything is there. Right? Himalayam Samarabhya Yavat Hindu Sarovaram Tam Devanirmidam Desham Hindustanam Prachakshate. Such a beautiful world. Everything is here. Tell me what is not here. But you don't understand. You only learn. Don't learn. Understand. And if you don't understand, 9447437 That's my number. Understood? Guarantee. You will understand. That's what I do. What do I do? How to read a newspaper, DrTPS. Some people don't understand how to read a newspaper. What is there in newspaper? I teach that also. Got it? Good enough?
Yes. Any questions?
Now tell me, what did you learn? The smartest of the smart one. If you decide or you know that, oh, I got this one message which you carried, one message you took, tell me that. Let me know who is the smartest, most beautiful. If you think that you are a girl, if you have a doubt, then no, don't come. Let me check. Some fellow who learned something new in this session. 6, I will count up to 0. That's how space department. Always count down and shush goes, right? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think what you learn is to understand.
What you learn is to write exam.
What you see or what you think, first understand.
First you don't understand, later you understand. Correct? Gift for you. And it's a beautiful book, 100 poems. Because I have good students. They challenged me once. I'll give you one title, will you write? I said every day give one title, I will write poetry on it. Right? So Kalam died. So that day poetry was Kalam. Kalam, if you write reverse, it becomes Malak. Malak in Hebrew means angel. Malak in Arabic means that decoration what she has on her dress. Right? So I said Malak to Kalam, the Malak. My decorations to Kalam, who is the angel. One poetry is there. Right? When Jayalalitha died also I wrote a poetry. And many of them are written in my old house. I have a 200-year-old house. 18th sloka. Nanam is the house name. That's where I conduct a lot of camps. Children will come and stay with me. I have a house, very small. 50 people can stay in my house. Right? That house, many students from Hyderabad used to come. Many employers. They stay there 10 days, change their life. That's what we do. That house is called Nanam. Nanam also means knowledge, right? Okay? But this Nanam is not knowledge. Janaki is my mother's name. Narayan is my father's name. It's called Janaki Narayanan Mentoring. And every book is L-I-F-E, which I write. Every book is life. Is also life. Is also life. Everything is life. You know why? L-I-F-E. Life is. The other day I came to Begumpet for a meeting. We have a beautiful group of people who are thinking how consciously you can breathe. How consciously you can eat. How consciously you can drink water. When you are really thirsty, drink chilled water. Then throat pain will come. No pain will come. It's only your feeling. Right? When it goes inside, yeah, the whole food pipe is chill. Correct or not? Don't you enjoy? Everywhere it is going, 36 feet. Correct or not? Don't you enjoy water like this? Why? Because washrooms are very bad. So let me not drink water. I will go back home and deposit, safe deposit there only. What a stupid animal is this? Every animal has freedom, but we don't have freedom. Correct? What is LIFE? Live in full enjoyment. Google you will not get. Only from here it came. If at all you get it is what I have given. No, not for you. That's for me. Live in full enjoyment. For you, learn in full enjoyment. Okay? That also will happen only if you have money. You don't bother about job. For you bother about job, learning is an investment for future earning. I can give you many lessons. Okay? Yeah, that is more important. But if I see you somewhere in railway station or bus stand and I will ask you what is my 100th poem, I don't know. I've got a beautiful. I went to Fiji for a Ramayana conference. There is a Fiji. On Fiji there is a poem there. So it's my travelogue. This is first poem is my travel to London. Victorian. We learned in childhood many poetries of. The first poetry what you learned in your LKG is about London only. Which is that? Did you ever ask the question when you grown up? Did that London Bridge fallen down now or still falling down? How can it falling down for 100 years? Did you ask this question? No. London Bridge, DrTPS. Then you will get a beautiful explanation. Okay, that's how I do. Knowledge comes only when you think and ask questions. To whom do you ask? Ask yourself first. Got it? So where is London Bridge? You are wrong. Before falling it down, it was almost falling down when the poem was written. And American people purchased it and took it to Arizona and it is reinstalled in Arizona. Your LKG, none of the stupid teacher knows this. You understood? You have to. That is knowledge. That's what she said. Knowledge is this. Another sloka which you have, tinkle, tinkle. Mersu, Mersu, Akashamlu. What is the next one? What is the Telugu for that? What is the Telugu for that? How I wonder what you are. Endalbudami. See, you should translate. That's how you become a poet. You understood? All that small slokas which is there in LKG, you translate into Telugu, Sanskrit, all the languages, then you will understand, oh, this is what it is. Got it? Most important. I translate. What do we do in our camp? Maybe senior managers from Info will come and say, tingle, tingle, little star, translate into Telugu. Yeah, he may not even remember that, no, but he should learn. Now I know how to teach my young child. When you translate, you will learn. Avide, ivide, ivide. Akkade, ikkade, akkade. Alli, illi, illi. Idhar, udhar, kidhar. Ange, inge, enge. Here, there, were. All languages are over. So learn as much as you can. That's what you should. Yeah, any question? Any questions? Discuss with your friends what you can ask me. Discuss each other. What did you learn? Discuss each other. One liner. Chit chat. Very fast. Share your knowledge. Acharya Padamadate, Padam Shishya Samedaya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya. Discuss with your friends. Make as much noise as you can. One question, share with your friend. One knowledge what you got, share with your friend. Do it now. Not one, as many as you can. Do it now. Fast, fast. Okay, stop. Now you don't have a question, but your friends have or not? So ask that question. If they did not give you any question, beat them. Okay, if you don't have any question, take your hand like this. Take your hands like this, take it close by, and then smash. Some question. Yeah, good girl, come here. Oh, by mistake she kept like this. Yeah, somebody.
Sir?
No, sir.
Sorry.
Yes, madam. I should tell like that. Come here. Yeah. Be here so that you are there in the camera. Yeah, good. Good enough.
If we have some only to learn and we have to understand.
If we have or you have?
Just we.
No, you. All of you have.
But in the future, we get some more questions. And we have to understand. That wise, we are going to increase more and more.
Yeah.
Then how many questions we get and how many answers we get?
Infinite. That's why PhD is called perspiration, humiliation, degradation. There are only 3 requirements in the world. The more and more requirements you have in your head, you are a Brahmin. Got it? Lot of questions. As much as you are, that much Brahman you are. Only if you are thinking about Madhya Pradesh, you are a Vaishya. You are thinking about power and position, you are a Kshatriya. Vedandago Brahmanaha Kshatriyo Vijayi Bhaved Vaishyo Dhu Dhana Samuddaha Shudra Sukhamapniya. Only if you are thinking enjoyment, you will never learn. You will never earn. You will never become famous. There are only 3 requirements. Learning, earning, famous. Okay. Don't think when you learn you become happy. Because you will know there are much more to learn. When you do BA, oh, I know the subject. You are BBA. BA. So BA is very good. Which subject?
EPP, sir.
What is EPP?
Economics, Political Science and Public Economics.
Public administration.
Yes.
Okay. So if you know economics, oh, I know economics. When you do MA economics, you know you become master of Atnana in economics. What is that? Atnana. A. Nana gadu. Atnana is what? No knowledge. BA, you think I know economics. When you do MA, you understand, oh, I don't know economics. When you learn more and more,
Then
you realize I don't know anything. You understood? When you do PhD, you think, oh, I know everything. PhD is doing a small problem. So many things you don't know. That's what you should do. Know more and more about less and less is PhD. So there is no end. So when you learn LEARN, L you cut, then earn will come, then money will come. That's it. Now what you do is write down and create a beautiful note. Remember, today if you can write, it will remember. Then whomever you meet, either in hostel or maybe you are staying at home, somebody is going on the road, Anaya, come here, I will teach you what is Indian heritage. Teach somebody else, that's the method to learn. Best method to learn is teach. You can go to my website and then download all the books. I don't have copies.
ఇప్పటిదాకా మనం అంతా కూడా వారు ఏవైతే చెప్తారో తెలుసుకున్నాం వాటిల్లో. ఎప్పుడైనా సరే మనకి ఏదో మహాభారతమైన, భాగవతమైన, భగవద్గీత అయినా, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి, అందరూ పట్టుకోవాల్సింది ఏమిటి అంటే తత్వం పట్టుకోవాలి. తత్వం, దట్ ఈస్ ద కంటెంట్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ దట్ ఓన్లీ. మిగతా పైన చెప్పే స్టోరీస్ కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా stories are given because of our knowledge, to understand only, purpose only. So గుర్తుండాల్సిన స్టోరీస్ కాదు. డాక్టర్ సుకుమార్ గారు చెప్పినట్టుగా అందులో కంటెంట్ ఏంటి, దాన్నే శాస్త్రం ఏం చెప్పి తత్వం ఉంటుంది. తత్వజ్ఞానం అంటే వాట్ ఈజ్ రియాలిటీ, వాట్ ఈజ్ అన్రియాలిటీ. యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ రియాలిటీ అండ్ అన్రియాలిటీ. సో ఇలాంటి విషయాలు చెప్పాలి అంటే అందరూ చెప్పేవి కాదు, కొంతమంది చెప్పగలరు. వీఆర్ వెరీ వెరీ లక్కీ టు బీ హియర్. సో ఐ ఆమ్ వెరీ వెరీ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు డాక్టర్ శశికుమార్ గారు ఫర్ యాక్సెప్టింగ్ మై.
I think you should give him a big clap because we are not known to each other. We don't know each other. Somewhere some telephone contact, some WhatsApp group. We had an interaction. He came to my house, met me. And that's why I'm here. Very rarely teachers take this in. Very rare.
So I am very very thankful to Shashikumar Garu for accepting my invitation and our invitation. So now I am inviting respected HOD Madam to facilitate him on the stage and all the faculty of Department of Sanskrit.
What is that?
Small presentation.
Sir, sir.
Every day I go to one farm. Other day I went, I told I want only coconut. And I got some 6 coconuts. Yesterday I went to some field, I got so many. Every day I go to farm. If I am free, I go to farm. I never thought in a college also you make it here or what? Should have a good garden. You should have a good garden. I am here because of him, right? So I should give this to the ashram. No, sir. Give this to ashram.
Voluntary retirement from the services, and then he wants to teach students like you so much knowledge. He he's been telling in his lecture, he got many students. He went around all across the world to Philippines, USA, Britain, and all those things. Right? So we are very fortunate enough to have you, sir. Once again, on behalf of our Department of Sanskrit and also from Principal Madam, and on behalf of all the college staff, students and management, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you, sir.
Thank you.
We are very lucky. I thank Dr. Venkateshwarlu sir for chairing the session, and I especially thank our Suryanarayana sir. And I asked him, sir, please see if there is any resource person. So we are not having any lectures because of this pandemic and all those things. So we have come back with a very great personality. So I think it is a very good start for this academic year, and we will have more lectures. And I request you, sir, please come once again. You please come.
Only once again?
No, sir. Again, many times, sir. You wish.
Again and again, sir. Again and again.
Again and again, because this lecture should be heard by all of our students, I think, because of shift system or another workshop is going on commerce week, so we could not gather much students. So I think that all of our students get this type of inspirational speech and what. And I request all the students, please inculcate that message in your life, and then try to implement that, right? So learning అనేది చాలా జరగాలి. మేము క్లాస్ రూమ్స్లో చెప్తున్నా కూడా there will not be any response. సార్ చెప్పినట్టుగా you first learn the lessons and then come and question the teachers. Then you will get more knowledge. అప్పుడు టాపిక్ టీచర్ రివీల్ చేసే వరకు you don't even know the topic. That should not be happen, right? So you should be more in questioning manner, and then the teacher also ఒక్కొక్కసారి మాకు కూడా ఏమొస్తుందంటే చెప్పేదే కదా అని నార్మల్గా చెప్తూ ఉంటాం ఇన్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, బట్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ క్వశ్చన్స్, more knowledge exchange will be there. So I request all of you to be conscious while learning, right? Conscious learning should be there. And learning ఒకసారి నేర్చుకోవడం అనేది నేర్చుకుంటే ఏది నేర్చుకోవడం అయినా ఈజీ అంటారు కదా, అది అలాంటి టెక్నిక్స్ మనం పట్టుకోవాలి, అవునా కదా? Sir has told that he has studied all his schooling, all those things in Malayalam, sir.
Yeah.
Malayalam medium, but he knows many languages and any subjects he can teach, right? మలయాళం చదువుకుని మలయాళమే బిఏ మలయాళం చేద్దాం అనుకున్నటువంటి వ్యక్తి ఒక్కసారిగా అసలు బ్రహ్మచారి, నేను ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని తెలుసుకోవాలి అని దాని మీద ఆ లెర్నింగ్ మీద అంత శ్రద్ధ పెట్టడం వల్ల నౌ హీ హ్యాస్ బికమ్ multi-lingual, multi-talented personality, right? I think you all have enjoyed and you have learned so much, and try to imbibe that into your day-to-day life, and throughout your life you should remember that. Okay? Thank you one and all. Thank you, my dear students. Your patient listening.